All wings report in.
HouseDog, standing by.
MotherGoose, standing by.
Lowtech Tuck, standing by.
Lock S foils in attack position. Animal Squadron ready for battle.
Well, hello there, and welcome back to the Animal Squadron podcast. I am your host, HouseDog, and with me are my two best buddies. We've got Lowtech Tuck and our Bedditor. That's right, everyone. JoJo's gonna be on the show today. Nobody else. Just kidding. All of us are back this week.
Honestly, I really hope he just edits in an awkward silence and doesn't say anything. It's really what I'm hoping for.
But yeah, Tuck's here. Tuck's back again. But the whole crew's here. MotherGoose is back. The one, the only.
I have returned.
The hairiest host, my best friend for 25 years.
The one that makes us truly complete.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, the show's been weird. It's been a lot of episodes of just two of us. I've really missed this dynamic.
Yeah, I'm glad the threesome's back again.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir, Bob. Yes, sir, Bob.
Our dirty, sweaty Star Wars threesome.
Our weekly get together.
Yep, just guys being dudes, man.
Just
hanging out.
Weekly three-way.
Three guys.
Being dudes, talking about Star Wars.
We all have our shirts on this time. Not always the case.
Dude, honestly, recording tarps off is kind of nice. Just saying.
That's it.
Goes
Show
kind
me
of
your
hard
nipples.
sometimes. Two of us aren't bald. One of us is.
You're not allowed to talk about Tuck's hairline. It's trying.
Dude, I have a large forehead, but my hair's fine.
Seems I struck a nerve
You
there.
know what?
Dookie,
You know
wait,
what?
I was Dookie. I'm sorry. I was
just
I was trying to
because-
rage bait Mac.
Just because I'm built like Peyton Manning, all right, that doesn't mean that I'm losing my hair.
Hey, you're a handsome boy, and I've always thought that.
I am a handsome boy, and you better say that.
We've had a running joke on the stream that Mac is bald.
We did not have a running joke. We did
Bird
not.
and I have a running joke that Mac is bald.
No, it's not. You just wait
And he
until
turned
I'm at
it
work.
against you. I'm sorry, Tucker. That's
You
my
guys just
fault.
wait until
I
I go
gave
to
him
work,
too much
and I can't
power.
defend myself, and then you make up rumors about me.
Kind of
Yeah,
like
that
you
you're short
do.
and bald. It's okay.
No.
You mean kind of like you do on the podcast?
No.
Is that what you're saying?
Name one time.
The
But
only
for time's
person
sake, we
I
can't.
will ever
We gotta record.
rage bait.
Oh, yeah? Oh, is that it? That we
Mike.
don't have enough time? You know what? I will give up my evening to come up with something. I'm that petty. I'll do it.
No, before we get into the episode, boys, I have a little news.
Oh.
We have risen in the ranks, my friends.
Oh, million pods?
No longer are we 96. Would anybody
Okay.
like to care? Or would anybody like to venture a guess to where we are now?
87.
95.
Tuck said 87, you said 95?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Well, you're both wrong. We're 93.
Let's go!
That's not bad. Not bad.
We have
dude.
risen, gentlemen. Wait, yeah.
Suck
yep,
this,
93.
Minoc.
I was right. 93. Had to make sure
Hell yeah.
there that dyslexia
Making-
did not kick in.
Making progress.
But yeah, up to 93, gentlemen. We're doing very well. I think it's because we brought in the Bedditor.
I think so. Stupid old editor just was doing such a bad job. He's keeping us in the high 90s.
Yeah, but with JoJo, our numbers have risen so high.
They're
We'll
just going
probably
up.
break 90, in the next
Probably.
month. Due to his
totally-
leadership skills.
You gotta stop, man, or the editor's not gonna be able to sit in his office because you're making his head too big, all right? You gotta chill out.
I can make y'all's heads
Okay.
bigger.
It's okay. Max just short and bald, and he's mad about it. So
That's what I think, yeah.
Yeah.
Short, bald.
Guys, we're not allowed to both gang up on one person.
He's
There
also
has to
he's
be a
also
rule.
definitely the fattest of the three of us
There
as
has to be a
least
Sweden
fit.
in the three-way.
well. He's certainly the fattest. Absolutely.
Yeah. Not flabbiest arms too. There's like no muscle.
JoJo,
Oh, yeah.
I want you to insert my note here.
Yeah, more like house overweight dog. You know what I mean?
That's
Big
it.
boy.
That's
Big boy.
Starving myself
man.
from here on out.
No, you're very tall with hair, not fat and handsome. We're just rage baiting you. You know
Say
us.
more.
Just-
Elijah, you're playing his game. You're playing his game. You gotta stick to your guns, man. You gotta stick to your guns.
We're just baiting you, that's all.
No, he's fine. He just wants to be complimented. You're
Might even call us masters at it.
Stop biting the hook. He's fishing. He's fishing right now, Elijah. Come on.
The tears, they flow so heavily from
Oh,
above
I'm
my
sure
eyes.
they're very real. Yeah.
Hey, so today we're talking about Andor, Season 2, Episode 5. I have friends everywhere.
I got friends in low places.
I got friends
you
right
think?
here.
Ah. General thoughts, Pookies.
General thoughts? Thanks, Tuck. You can take it away since you indulged me.
My general thoughts are, well, really, I just want to make this one major point.
Major point.
He gets it. He gets it. It's not actually a major point. I just wanted to say that. Anyways, so it's a good episode. I am really liking. It's something that actually Mac and I talked about last episode, that there might be sort of this cat and mouse dynamic between Cyril and Andor on Gorman. And I think we're going to get that based on this episode. And I'm excited for it.
Like a little interaction between the two? So they're trying to find each other?
Yeah, and that's the thing, is they don't know that they're trying to find each other. I think they're going to accidentally meet, is what I think.
Okay.
Because I mean, it's almost happened already. I mean, just the surveillance on the Imperial trucks bringing stuff to the construction site, they already almost met. Right then.
Right.
Andor was above him, literally. Like, he was just on the roof of a building. And they were also working with the same organization, so I think that's going to be the main plot point. And I'm here for it. It sounds good. So
I'm of the opposite camp. I think that, like, Andor's going to be leaving as maybe Cyril's coming back, and he may, like, see a glimpse of him, like, stepping onto a transport, and he's going to do, like, a double take and be like, there's no way. And it's kind of just going to, like, drive him crazy.
maybe.
Yeah, I think we're going to get a passing glance.
But also, too, we only have 3 more episodes.
Yeah.
We actually have 7 more. It's a 12-season episode.
Oh, wow. Okay.
There we go.
Yeah.
A lot of room to grow here.
Something Milky and I have talked about a little bit is that I think 12 episodes is the real sweet spot for Star Wars shows.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And I think especially as we get into the later parts of Season 2, and you, like, right now there's a lot of setup. And it's good stuff, but it's a lot of setup for what happens later. I think it'll really highlight why 12 episode works so well.
Yeah. No, I love this episode so much. I love that we're finally getting the spy espionage thriller that Andor was always supposed to be. And I understand that they had to, like, you have to create the story. But I'm so glad that we're finally, like, really leaning into all of that stuff. I think this will go down as one of the best pieces of Star Wars media.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is
I
insane
agree.
considering how much I haven't enjoyed Rogue One.
I mean, based on reviews, it already kind of is the most successful show they've ever done. So,
Yeah.
I can't really think of another one.
well, I mean, Mandalorian has always been very highly reviewed and recommended, but this
I
one,
think besides Mando, this is-
statistically, has been better. So,
Well, I think other shows have retroactively become fan favorites. And what I mean by that is, like, Clone Wars, we all loved it because we literally grew up with it. Like, I remember watching the original seasons as they would come out on Cartoon
Yeah.
Network.
Yeah.
And then, for the most part, people haven't really enjoyed Acolyte until retroactively. And even then, it's still not that high up on the list for me. And then, like, I guess Bad Batch was pretty well received. Either way, things get better with time. They're like a fine
Yeah,
wine. Star
for
Wars is
sure.
always like a
For
fine
sure.
wine. Tuck, I can't believe I didn't realize this whenever we were talking about it last week, whenever it was just you and I. I don't know how I didn't put this together, and I should have. And I love seeing that Star Wars is still very much, I think at times people think that the idea of Star Wars has been lost now that George isn't directly influencing things. Like back whenever Clone Wars was being made, George was there every step of the way. And Dave Filoni made sure, that he always consulted with him and that like it was still one of George's projects. And I think sometimes that gets lost in modern projects.
Mm-hmm.
But to make my point, I didn't put it together that Gorman is France. And I can't believe you and I didn't put this together that last week. But this episode really solidified it with all the ideas of Cassian's backstory of being this like fashion designer guy. So
Yeah,
Gorman is France.
I actually have a rebuttal to that.
I guess it's like the capital or whatever. It's called like Palmo or something. Is Paris, which would make sense because it's like the fashion capital, and that's why he's gone there. And then they have like the French Resistance.
So actually what I think is it's actually more so Italy than France. Because Palmo is more like Milan. Like the fashion capital of the world, Milan. And then also their movement specifically, and we did talk about this last time, but it's much more reminiscent of 1920s Italy than the French Revolution, in my opinion. But also, that's solid thinking though.
The only thing that makes me think more France is the Gorman language sounds very French. I would say it sounds more French than Italian.
Maybe. I mean, they're both romantic languages, so it's kind of hard to tell, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
To me. Yeah.
But anyway, I couldn't believe that I didn't really put those pieces together until today.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's a good point that we definitely should have brought up because, like, we were talking about, like, all these movements that it's similar to, and I can't believe that neither France nor Italy crossed our minds.
Right?
Yeah.
No, those are literally, like, two of the biggest ones.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess it could be either one. Yeah, that just made me happy to see that. I was like, this is exactly what George used to do with all of his...
Yeah.
It's all based on real-life happenings. And the fact that he just tried to retell history in order to stop repeating it, but putting it in a fun space opera that everyone could enjoy. And it just made me happy to see that.
Yeah.
We also have references to the Legends Gorman massacre, where Tarkin lands his cruiser on a group of protesters. That was a really cool pull for them to bring that into canon.
I support it.
Them bringing it into canon.
Or do you support the reason?
That.
Is that what, in Minecraft, do you support the reasoning or not? That's what I'm going to ask.
That's up to interpretation.
In Minecraft, just in Minecraft, not real world, what do you think?
It's up to interpretation, man. It's Star Wars.
A bunch of villagers in your Minecraft world.
It's up to interpretation. We'll see what happens.
So,
oh man,
I think a great way to discuss the Gorman massacre when Tarkin landed on all those protesters.
Tarkin? What do you got on your mind, you filthy little boy? He's a deviant. He's a deviant.
You know I mess up my words sometimes. But no, I think a great way to bring that into the story and still have some emotional weight without showing it is having a survivor talk about the events. And so I'm really glad that's exactly what they did. We don't get to see it happen, but we can see just how much it affected not only this hotel worker, but their community as a whole through his dialogue.
Yeah, I love that whole interaction with the bellboy and how you've got Cassian pretending to be this well-off fashion designer talking to this kid that probably makes barely any money. And they reinforce that idea of that, like, Gorman is on a downhill slope. Like, nobody comes to visit anymore. All of the businesses are on the decline. Even they're like, they're known for producing this really good silk that's good for clothes and whatever. And it used to be like the fashion capital of the galaxy, it seems like. And they aren't making any money and things are just going terrible. Yeah. I completely agree with you. I think that was the best way to retell that story without a flashback of just showing us an Imperial shuttle landing on a bunch of people and doing flashback scenes. I feel like having someone stand there at the window looking at the monument and explaining what it was like to be there was just as impactful, if not more.
Yeah, for sure. So we do have Cassian finally on Gorman, and he's interacting with some of the rebels. Do we want to start with I was going to say dinner, but it's more like a cafe.
Whatever you want.
Yeah, sure. One thing I like is, Cassian, just as soon as she slips up, he just starts telling her, like, listen, like, if you're not careful, I could be ISB. You don't know who I am.
Right.
This is a great way to die if you're not, like, if you keep doing this kind of stuff. You can't do this. And so, like, that's...
"You're lucky I'm who you wanted me to be" line was so good.
Yeah. And that's, it was just a very interesting scene. Yeah.
100%. And like I said, they're doing such a good job with this show and giving us those elements of where even a couple episodes ago this season, Cassian was not, or we didn't get to see him be this really refined spy that he is now, that we're witnessing in this episode, where used to it was really only Luthen that we could see play this two-sided personality of, he can be anybody in the world. He can be a hardened spy mastermind as well as the, goofy little shopkeeper antiquities dealer. And I think it's really cool to see Cassian be a what's the word, like, not like jolly, but like very jovial. I don't know.
Yeah, and a little bit eccentric too. Like, like you would expect a high-end fashion designer to be a little eccentric, because they often are. And he was definitely acting the part. I mean,
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Being the character of that person was just nailing it. And then being able to slip into, like, listen here, lady, you're doing this all wrong and you're going to get everyone killed if you keep doing this.
Yeah. Yeah. Which, sorry to push us forward, at the next meeting when he is at their shop and he's talking to her father, like, one of the first things he says is, "Looks like we have a lot to learn." And again, just such a great line.
Yeah, I really like the way that whole scene flowed. As far as, like, the literal movement of all the characters within the shop.
Yeah.
Of how obviously the father is in charge of the whole thing, but then everyone kind of steps in during his, like, speech to Cassian, and all of the different bits of information, they all kind of step in at different points, and they're like, no, this is what's going on, and this information is correct because we know this, and everybody has a role to play within that scene. And I just like the literal movement of how all the characters interact in the shop. I thought was really cool. It was almost like a dance in a way.
Which, to just jump back a little bit, something we kind of skipped over was when he went into the shop on Coruscant to get his secret identity, where they have the code phrases to each other that ends with "I have friends everywhere." Also kind of felt like a dance.
Who was that? What was that alien that came out from the back room? Have we ever seen one of those guys before?
Might be an Umbaran.
Maybe.
I will look it up.
I think that's probably the closest thing.
Tukey, what did you have on the fashion shop rebel meeting?
One thing I thought was interesting was whenever he was talking about sweeping for cameras everywhere, Cassian's like, oh, well, that's kind of suspicious. Like, I mean, like, that's another thing you're doing that is kind of stupid. And he's like, oh, well, it's a very competitive market. So that implies that they're all spying on each other. All of the fashion designers and clothing makers and stuff are all spying on each other.
Yeah.
There's like this, like, grand corporate espionage between them that I just find really interesting. I kind of wish we could have learned more about that.
I just have to go to Gorman.
Which,
yeah, maybe.
To bounce off that, we were supposed to get 5 seasons. So each, like, 3-episode arc is essentially what one season would have looked like. And every time one of these arcs starts, like episode 4, episode 1, I'm like, oh man, I wish we could have got more. I wish we could have got a whole season. And then the next episode in the arc happens, and I'm like, oh, I wish we could have known more about this. And then by episode 3, I'm like, oh, that was amazing. Peak.
Yeah.
So I've got really mixed feelings about it being shortened down, because I do wish we could have got a lot more, but it's still such an amazing series overall.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And I think that's one of Andor's strongest points, is that you always want to live more in the world in whatever arc you're in. Every time.
Yeah.
Like Ferrix.
100%.
It would have been cool to have seen more of the inner workings of Ferrix, and that's pretty much where we spent the entirety of season 1, for the most part.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But we didn't really get to live on Ferrix. I mean, we got plenty of flashbacks, you know, some information about how the planet works, but I never really felt like we got to live there, because we were having to bounce between what Cyril was doing and the eventual bad coming to Ferrix, and Andor always trying to get back there and everything like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then, like, what's really going on Yavin? Like, we've never really had that much information on Yavin. We spent a little bit of time there in the beginning of this season. The farming planet, you know, it seemed like a pretty big planet because they have all these, like, districts, and they have, like, one large city that we never got to see. Coruscant, we have plenty of Coruscant throughout everything, so I don't really feel the need to spend more time on Coruscant.
Right, right.
Gorman is very fascinating on how it's working.
Yeah.
But they
It definitely feels like a very unique
the prison planet from season 1.
Oh. Was that Narkina 5, or was Narkina 5 the name of the actual prison?
I think Narkina 5 is the name of the prison.
Prison, but I think Narkina
Gotcha.
is the planet.
Yeah. That sounds right.
You know, it would have been more fun to spend some time there because of what did it look like before they were, you know, siphoning all the water and, you know, things of that nature.
Right.
Before it became what it is now. So I think they do a really good job of always making you want to be somewhere for longer periods of time.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so too.
So that alien at the beginning of the episode doesn't have a species. His name is Bon, and he's the only one of his species that we have seen so far.
Oh. Okay.
Another glub shitto for the masses.
That's right.
Yep. Okay, so moving us forward, should we talk about Luthen and
That whole situation? Clea?
what? Clea,
Clea.
thank you so much.
Oh, real quick, we don't have to dwell on this, but one thing I do love is that the main problem in this series of scenes is because antique dealers and collectors are being antique dealers and collectors.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is
Right.
like something that I have seen many times, and that is someone finds something in their collection that they've had a long time that they bought from a high-end dealer that's fake, and then they get very upset, and then they just like crash the whole thing, have the whole thing reassessed and all that. And it's just kind of the competitive nature, and it's just kind of cool to me that they behave much like they do in actual, like, real life. That's all.
This one hit a little
Yeah.
bit too close to home, Tuck. Did you have a little PTSD watching this episode?
No. I just thought it's interesting. Like, there's even drama in space antiques. Like, you know, like
Tuck's just sitting on the couch, freaking out, having Vietnam flashbacks. Make it stop! Make it stop! He's
Please,
dropping
it's real. It's
liquid
real, I
meth,
swear.
like Bix in the apartment, just making it go away. Make the nightmares stop, please.
I just look up and I'm just like at one of the antique shows that I go to. Like, that's the nightmare.
Dr. Gorst is there
It's
waiting for
it's
you.
just a never ending show for just
Everyone
like
deserves
days.
to be represented in Star Wars, even antique dealers.
That's right. That's what I love. I'm like, it's the show for me.
They finally did it. The all-inclusive
But yeah.
show.
The panic that they might get caught because this guy's having his freak out.
Which
Yeah.
I forgot who Skolden was for like the longest time.
Was that
Yeah.
ever revealed to us? Do we know who that is?
Yeah, he's the guy that married off his son to Mon's daughter.
Oh, that's why he's important. Oh man, so this is very messy.
Yeah.
Nothing like
Yeah,
bugging a criminal.
Well, and also like he's gonna find that bug for sure. Yeah, no, that's bad. I thought that this was just like some random guy, but no, that makes it much more terrible. Oh wow. Yeah, they're
Okay, I'm
screwed.
glad I wasn't the only one who forgot who Skolden was.
This really sucks a lot more than I thought.
Yeah, because it would get them revealed, but with his connections to Mon could also cause a lot of issues for her as well.
Yeah, and potentially maybe even get her revealed.
Yeah.
So
This scene kind of pissed me off because of the way Luthen was acting. But I mean, that's just another testament of how good the show is. Mm-hmm. Because that's how the scene is supposed to make you feel. Because Luthen is like freaking out and blaming everything on Clea, like takes no responsibility for the situation at all. He's just like, you talked, like he literally said, you talked me into it.
Right?
Like trying to put all the blame on her. And I'm like, dude, you agreed to it. Like, it's not like you had no knowledge of it. Like she just put a bug in one of the things and was like, just decided to bring it up. Like, oh yeah, we have a bug at Skolden's. I'm just now telling you. Like you were aware of the situation the whole time, but because you never got any like pertinent information or enough information that you felt like warranted having the bug there, you're upset about it.
Well, that's the thing. They may have. Like, we don't know how much information they did or didn't get from Skolden. I think it's just the panic that he might find it.
Mm-hmm. And they did mention Yularen.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Like Yularen's wrapped up with Skolden like somehow.
Good
But I couldn't
old
really
Yularen.
figure it out from what they were saying.
yeah,
I'm tired
Also,
of the
too, I mean,
mentions. I want him.
they're gonna find that mic. I mean, there's no way they won't. So.
I say this every time we talk about Yularen, but it just makes me so sad he became a fascist, a high-ranking fascist.
Well, hey, no, those are Earth terms. We don't know that he's actually a fascist.
Yeah, it's a totally different evil government.
Well, there's lots of different kinds. We know he's a totalitarian.
I hope he doesn't become an evil totalitarian.
He
But
just
he could
believed
be-
in the
he-
Republic.
He could be a capitalist. Elijah, you have no idea. Yeah.
You know what? That's my bad. Maybe he's not evil. Maybe he's a good,
Well, no,
a good
no,
silly little boy.
I'm
I
just
don't know.
arguing. I'm just arguing that he may not be a fascist. That's all I'm saying.
Maybe.
I mean,
I don't know.
we know Yularen hates clankers, and that makes him all right in my book.
Can do no
Better-
wrong if you hate
I voted.
clankers.
I voted for him over any other, B1s. That's for sure. He's got my vote.
I hate him so much, I write in my ballot.
Yularen for emperor.
Listen, in another life, Yularen probably could have made a good emperor. Not in this one.
Elijah has some very strong feelings.
I do. I do. So, minor spoilers because this is not what happens. But the whole time this was going on, I was like, why doesn't Luthen just offer to reappraise the collection? Like, that's their whole thing, is they're antique dealers. Like, Clea found out from Skolden's assistant or whoever she was that this was happening. All it would have took was
Clea.
one little message saying, oh, his Clea. Yeah.
But-
all it would have took was one message saying, hey, I heard another antique dealer ripped you off. That's such a horrible thing that happened. Sorry that happened to you. Let me reappraise your collection.
Well, the problem is that it doesn't work like that in real life. You can't.
Ah. And you know what? Hell yeah.
Because
Tell
usually
us about it, Tukey.
usually they're personally mad at you, first of all. Secondly, like as far as ethics surrounding like antique dealing and appraising and stuff like that, there's a lot of trouble with bias and biases, and so you have to be very, very, very careful. And the problem is that since you sold them that, you are inherently biased. So it behooves them to reach out to another dealer or appraiser.
Right, but it wasn't Luthen who sold him the fake.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. My
Yeah,
bad. I thought
that's what the lady says.
I thought he sold them the fake that had the mic in it, and then that's how they figured it out. Oh, okay. Gotcha.
It was another dealer that sold them the fake.
Well then, yeah, in that case, they totally could reappraise it.
I have a theory that
Speak
also
to
moves
the
us
people.
along. So, with Luthen going to meet Bix in the apartment, in their conversation, and we can talk about the specifics of that meeting and everything, and that whole scene. But at the end, whenever he's like, "I'll be finding you a mission soon," what I theorize is that possibly Luthen will send Bix to go pretend to be an art appraiser and retrieve the mic.
That's a good idea, because she'll have to take the art out of the frames. She'll have to do all sorts of stuff. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
That is my theory. Could be wrong, could be right. But we can
Could
talk
be.
about Bix and Luthen if you guys want.
So one of you called it last week that Luthen was going to go check on Bix. I can't remember who it was.
I don't either.
Find out.
Just
don't
want
know
to point
who it
out, good call, good call.
Thanks. I will receive the praise, even though I have no idea if I said it or not. But
She's spiraling. It seems like the next logical step.
Yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong, but the first scene we see of her this episode is just laying in bed, gun in hand, surrounded by trash.
drugs.
Yeah. Really spiraling.
Don't do
poor
drugs. Yeah.
I do like in that scene though. Well, I think it's closer to the end, where she's just laying in the trash with the gun.
Mm-hmm.
That the HoloNet's playing, and it's very reminiscent of what you would find in the holiday special.
Yes. Yeah. It's giving very, very holiday special.
Which made me happy.
The low quality cameras, the not
Fake
very well written
script.
dialogue.
Yeah.
Yeah. The very 1970s straight to television makeup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
But what are you gentlemen's thoughts on this
I-
little meeting?
I really loved this episode. Not this episode. I did love this episode. I really loved this scene because I don't know. It's short. We don't really get a lot here, but it shows that Luthen cares about his agents. Yes, they're just tools for him to destroy the Empire, but they're still people, and he recognizes that. He came to give her a mission, saw she wasn't doing well, and decided against it.
I kind of read it the opposite way. To me, this read like almost like a Goodfellas scene or something of that nature, where they go to check on their buddy and they're like, "Hey, why don't we take a drive?" And then the guy has to wonder if he's about to get shot in the back of the head or not.
Oh.
That's
Yeah,
how
like
I
he's like-
took this.
Like he's like threatening her, like instead of like, "You'll be okay," encouraging, it's "You'll be okay."
You'll be just fine.
Like a
We'll
get
take
it
care of you,
together,
Bix.
or
Yeah.
we'll kill
or
you.
I'm gonna kill.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe.
Huh.
Just the way he was like slinking around the apartment, and like she was very on edge the whole time. Like she never let her guard down that entire time he was there.
Yeah.
Well, and also
And then-
like I kind of took whatever she says at the end. She's like, "Well, you need me." Like after he's like telling her not to do the drugs and all that stuff. Like, "Well, you need me." I took that as kind of backhanded. Like she's saying like, "Oh, yeah, you are just here to, just to kind of threaten me, I guess." So like you need me. That's the only reason you're here. You don't actually care about me is kind of how I read that.
Yeah. But now with Max Point, maybe it's you need me. I'm still an asset. Please don't kill me.
I think it's more of like a pushback. Like oh, you're pretending to care. Like, why do you care?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I think she's like pushing back at him, like, oh, you're threatening me. Okay. Like, I think it's more of a pushback.
Then he does offer, to get them a new safe house.
Mm-hmm.
And is very ambiguous about it. He's just like, yeah, we'll find you somewhere else.
Everyone who's left with one of Luthen's agents has totally been safe and made it home to their destination okay.
100%. There's never been someone that's, had a cruiser ride go wrong.
Yeah.
Especially people that are romantically involved with Andor before a movie that someone else is romantically involved with Andor. It's going to turn out fine.
What are you talking about, Tuck? What are you talking about?
Can I bring up another alternative? So my initial point was he came to give her a mission and realized, oh, maybe she's not well enough, I should let her rest. Alternatively, it may have been he came to give her a mission and realized she wasn't good enough. Like, it's not that he cared about her, he cared about getting the mission done, and he realized this was not the person to do it.
Yeah, and maybe by "you'll be okay" or whatever he said, or "I need you," maybe it was more so of "get your crap together." Like, you do need to figure this out. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Third
I can see that.
He does do my original theory of sending her to Skolden.
Mm-hmm.
But he lets her take the fall for the bug.
Oh.
And that's how he takes Bix out, because he doesn't think that he can rely on her anymore, that she's spiraling too hard. He knows about all of the PTSD and everything. He is seeing that she's actively becoming a drug addict in order to just like function as like, not even as a productive human, but just function as a person. And things are kind of slipping between Luthen's fingers and have been more as time has gone on. He loses his shit completely on Clea, a little bit before this in the shop. Or maybe it's after this. I don't know. I'm kind of turned around. But either way,
In
Luthen's
this episode,
feeling
yeah.
Luthen's feeling very weak and out of control. And if he can't control his agents, then things are just going to start spiraling even harder. And he already, states like there's so many webs or lines or whatever he says that like I can't even keep track anymore. And I think Luthen has to be one of those people that's in control. And I think Bix kind of spiraling is not good for him. So I think he may be sending her to a new safe house soon.
Who knows?
Who knows?
Well, that's why I love this episode, or this scene, again, so much, because just this one scene, we have 4 different interpretations of what maybe they could be meaning with the subtext, and I just think that's fantastic writing.
Mm-hmm.
Also, before I forget, Narkina 5 is a moon. It's the 5th moon of the Narkina planet.
Much like Yavin 4.
Mm-hmm. Anything else before we move to good old Wilman?
Oh, Williamson.
Oh, Williamson. This was a turn of events.
Indeed it was, sir.
Mm-hmm. Also, I never would have guessed that what they were making is a dirty bomb.
It's not a bomb, it's a fuel refiner.
Is it?
Well, the way that I understood it is
he keeps calling it fuel. I know that.
So they're going to try to steal Rhydonium, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And what they basically, it's like, so on these fuel lines, on these fuel systems, there's a fuel station, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's kind of like a hub. And to my knowledge, it requires like codes and pipe numbers and stuff. And this device that Williamson has is some sort of like splicer that if you know the correct interpretations on the dials and things like that, you can bypass the central hub and tap into it and take Rhydonium out of the pipes without being noticed.
Mm-hmm.
And if you mess up, it will be a bomb. It will be a massive explosion.
And a dirty bomb at that. Like, it'll scatter a hazardous material everywhere.
Mm-hmm. A hazardous material that Saw loves huffing?
Yeah. and makes Wilman huff as well.
I mean, Williamson was already the Unabomber, and now he's fully the Unabomber. You know,
Really
it's
go
just
diving in.
He loves him some bombs.
But no, that line from Saw where he's talking about Rhydonium being his sister was so good. Such a phenomenal callback to the Clone Wars.
Want to see what like actually happened to his sister? Yeah.
She's dead, but at least I got my drugs.
Well,
Yeah.
no, I was hoping like so much that he would bring her up, because she didn't die by Rhydonium. She got shot by a droid dropship.
Right.
It blew up. I kept thinking he was gonna like talk about his sister, and then he didn't.
Well, especially whenever he brought up the Onderon jungle
Yeah,
and stuff, because that
talking
like,
about the work camps.
and that's when she was still alive, right?
Yeah.
Or was that just after her death?
I'm not
don't
sure
remember.
on the timing on that one because they liberated Onderon, but then who knows what the Empire did, or even
yeah,
the
that's a good
Separatists
point.
after they liberated it. Maybe at some point the Separatists retook the planet.
Yeah.
Who were there in the jungles?
Real jungles.
Also, what's his face? The guy that Wilman was teaching getting shot. How did you feel about that?
Didn't see that one coming.
Me neither. I
Same.
really thought that he was. I thought Saul was just gonna shoot Wilman. Truth be told.
I
Yeah.
did too.
Yeah, I really believed it. I was like, "Yep, Wilman's dead. Nice knowing you, dude."
The
Yeah.
way he spoke to Wilman, though, like, now that I have the context, reminds me so much of how Luthen talked to that one boy during that one party. We talked about it earlier in the pod, where the boy was talking about being transferred, and Luthen got all excited, like, oh, where are you being transferred to?
Yeah.
The way this guy was like, oh, who taught you, reminded me so much of the way Luthen was speaking.
Like where he's like trying not to be obvious, but he's such an obvious
Kind
spy.
of being obvious. Yeah.
Hey, you guys don't know any government secrets, do ya? I'm just asking. I'm putting
Hey.
together a book.
Hey, Saw, where are we gonna go steal this gas from?
Yeah,
Specifically, and at what time?
So that I don't tell the government. I just want to make sure I tell the ISP the wrong place.
Well, I want to know where it is so that no one steals it from us.
Yeah.
That's it.
In case anybody gets any crazy ideas. Yeah. Didn't they just leave Dakar? And I guess Dakar just sits barren until the new trilogy because he's like, we're never coming back here. So burn everything.
Yeah. Hey, it gives them, close to 30, 40 years to let the grass regrow, so.
There you go.
Anything else on our boy Wilman?
I'm kind of surprised that he was like so easily like persuaded by Saw in that whole thing because I don't know, we're not living that life of, what it's like to be in the rebellion and everything, but he just like seems so easily swayed in like 20 seconds and I'm just like, Saw's insane. And I will say the only thing that Saw has going for him is that he's like, you think I'm insane? You're right.
Well, and I
He knows
guess
who he is.
All right.
I guess one thing in Wilman's defense is like, it may not be necessarily that he thinks that Saw is super logical and really has his back. It may be more so that just Wilman is starting to realize that he has nobody. And so, since
He has
Saw
what?
is... Well, no, I'm just saying Wilman has nobody, like no support, no one looking out for him. Like, it may have nothing to do with Saw's actual ideals versus Wilman's. It may
Yeah.
be just more so like, this is all I got for now.
Yeah.
I think the thing about Saw is though, and I think Rebels did a good job of this back whenever he had those couple scenes in Rebels, specifically the one where it's on, I want to say it's on Yavin and he has that transmission, remember, at night, and it's like a giant Saw being transmitted and he's talking. It's before a battle of some
Think
sort.
so. Yeah.
And basically he just tells Mon, like, that's your problem, is that you guys always want to sit around and talk, and I'm out there to get results.
Oh, yes. Mhm.
Basically. And I think that's the most why Saw gets people so easily over to his side of things, is that he's like, yeah, everybody's fighting against the Empire, but I'm the only one getting results.
He's passionate. I would like to bring up a counterpoint on Willman. I was not really surprised when he so easily joined Saw in his Rhydonium huffing, because Willman, as we've said many times throughout the podcast, did make a bomb.
Good point. You make a very good point.
What, so no reasonable person's ever made a bomb? Is that what you're trying to say?
I'm just saying, when all of Ferrix was getting ready to protest, go to the funeral, yes, it did break into a brawl, but, like, Willman pre-made that bomb.
And a reasonable person wouldn't do that?
Elijah's kind of sounding like a dirty Rhydonium huffer right now.
Yeah, I mean, what are you gonna say? Are you anti-bomb? Are you?
You
got wires in your
kid? You anti-gun in my America?
Are you anti-bomb in my galaxy?
You sound like you didn't vote for Admiral Yularen, boy.
Out of everyone on Ferrix, he had a very extreme response. Now, his father was tortured and I believe killed, so his anger was justifiable. Preemptively making a bomb, though.
I mean, his backstory is straight up how extremists are made. So
Yeah, so
can you blame a guy for becoming an extremist after they kill his dad in front of him in a horrible way?
I was
Just
not
saying.
too surprised.
Just
when
saying, you're kind of being anti-bomb right now, dude. I don't know.
Maybe I am. Sorry, I don't like people getting blown up. My bad.
And you had the nerve to call my admiral a fascist. I can't believe it.
Makes
He
me
ain't
sick.
an admiral
Tuck.
anymore.
I am
Makes me sick.
He's not
offended.
an admiral anymore.
Damn right, he's a colonel.
He's a commandant now.
I don't know what he is. I was just saying words.
He's in charge of the ISB and he's evil.
You're evil. From my point of view, you're evil.
That's right. You're a bomb hater and you're evil. So
Well, I'm not on the side of the people who literally landed their spaceship.
Oh, here we
whatever.
go.
You're
Here
on the,
we go.
You know what side you're on? You're on the side of the separatists.
Grand Moff asked them to move nicely.
Maybe
and
I
they
would
didn't.
be.
You're in parentheses context Confederate.
Grant?
I think you're a
That
droid
was too
lover,
far.
boy.
That was too far.
You're part of the Confederacy of Independent Systems.
The
Is what you're saying.
CIS? Not in my town, boy. You take that clanker
Listen
flag down
here.
right now.
Tarkin could have parked his ship anywhere else. It literally flies. There was no reason to park on protesters.
That's probably what your
And
droid-loving little
Yular's
mind
his buddy.
says, huh?
That's
They're
right.
buddy, maybe even smushing buns.
Your little zeros
That's
and
all
ones
I'm
just
saying.
can't compute freedom, can they?
I'm gonna say it. Empire power. Empire power.
Well, the Empire will rise again.
That's
We'll
right,
see.
brother.
We'll see how this turns out. We'll see.
Is that
We'll have
everyone
this
in the show?
conversation again later. We have one more plot line to talk about.
Yes, we do. It's the most important.
plot line. Yep.
I'm glad we're
Cyril
all on the
and
same
Daedra.
page.
Man, I sure do love this autistic couple.
Everyone's represented in Star Wars.
The lights.
Yeah, Elijah, is that why you like this episode so much? Daedra got a little freaky with Cyril? Is that why you like this part?
Yeah.
She
Well, no,
wasn't
she's
even
not
the
bald.
freakiest
She's not
one.
bald. Yeah.
Cyril was. He's like, oh, you had to be followed, and he gave his little smirk and then went and turned the lights off.
That's
Yo!
true, dude. He likes it. He likes it. He nasty like
Elijah,
that.
you
dude.
little
He
sexual
nasty.
deviant. You know what? You can't escape the allegations, pal. Saving this
Listen
part for
here.
last.
There's so... Well, I guess I have been kind of guiding the episode. Listen, I just know we all love Cyril and Daedra, okay?
Yeah, that's true.
That's what I would say,
A lot
too.
more happened in the episode with them.
They
That's
are
what I would
lovably
say,
gross, and I like it. Yep.
We did get another awkward kiss as they kind of like go in for a real kiss and then like hesitate and then kiss each other's cheeks instead.
It's a real thing of beauty. Oh, also in the ISB chamber after they talk to Partagast, whenever Cyril's like, he says something, he's like, "Can I say that this is the best day of my life?" And she's
Will it
just
spoil
like,
the moment if I say this is the best day of my life?
And she's like, "Well, I'm very happy for you."
She's like, I can't believe I was having sex with this guy like 30 minutes ago.
She says, "I'm glad to see you so happy," which you could just tell on her face that burned. They'd had so many moments together, the day they met, probably getting together, their first kiss, being together again, stalking, being together again after a year of not seeing each other. So many days he could have chosen as the best day of his life that involved them together. Nah, it was just meeting an old white dude. An old white dude said he was proud of him, and that's all he needed.
Hey, Cyril didn't have a father, and Partagast is like the closest to your Lauren he'll probably ever get. So you know what? You're damn right. He's the best day of his life.
You kind of got a point there. My bad. My bad.
Yeah, you take it back right now. Also, can we acknowledge the fact that that Daedra's like kind of being feminine now?
Yes. I don't know if I necessarily noticed, but maybe I missed something.
I think she's as tough as she's always been. Like, tough as in, I guess more cold. I don't mean tough, I mean cold.
Yeah, I think she's always cold. Like, I think that's her default. But like, now at home, she like has her hair down. She was wearing like not a business suit. Like, it was kind of a little bit more casual, but kind of, you know, a little bit sexy for.
But also, I mean,
old boy.
Do you see how just like white and like, I mean, like white isn't the color of the lights, and like, you know, and it's just so bright in there, and there's no furniture, and it's just clean, and it looks like a psychopath lives there.
Oh no, she definitely lives in a sanitarium, but
I think it's more so just that we're seeing her at home with just her and her partner.
Yeah.
I don't think we ever got to see her at home alone in season 1, and the only other time we've seen her home alone in season 2 was when they were preparing for dinner with Cyril's mom.
Yeah.
Which, of course, she would be more...
Sorry.
Well, like, we literally talked about her putting on a more militaristic outfit in preparation for that dinner.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, Elijah.
I can't believe I made it through that sentence without bursting out laughing. It was so hard.
But you did it, and I'm proud of you.
Thank you. Also, the spider that he brings to his mother, and she's like dragging it across the table, and she's like, maybe I'll name it Cyril, silent and brooding.
And never calls enough. And always creeping around. And just overall a piece of trash.
I see the deal she made with Daedra did not last long.
I don't think she ever said you have to be nice to him.
That is true. She did say how much he sees you is based on how much anxiety you cause her and him. So you got me there.
And, you know, Cyril had to have his post-coitus bowl of cereal with his mother.
I like that you called it coitus because I feel like that's something that they would say.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that's like, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Would you like to engage in relations at approximately 19:03 p.m.?
And they plan it. It's like 19:03 tonight. No, Thursday. 4 days.
Yeah, like there's a Google Calendar invite.
Yeah.
That's like triple passworded.
Yeah.
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 We also get to see Cyril interacting with the Gorman rebels a little bit as well. He's getting in. He's got the end with them. Is there anything else on this episode, boys?
I mean, the ISB totally raided his place of work at the beginning of the episode.
Oh, but
That's
that was
also-
totally
that is-
set up, right?
I was gonna say that is such a smart play though by the ISB.
Oh, genius.
That is chess right there, my dude.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, because that
now
just
he looks
solidifies
like the
his
victim.
relationship with them.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yep.
And the manifest records and that whole deal. And they're like, he got everything. And
Yep.
it's like, yeah, idiots, he's working for them.
Yep. Yep. The Gorman rebels are playing checkers, and the ISBs are playing chess.
Well, that's because they have Yularen leading them.
That's right.
Listen,
Hashtag my
Yularen
commandant.
Yularen is a very intelligent man. That does not mean he's morally in the right.
What are you talking about?
Why are you speaking wrong? Do your
Listen.
zeros and ones not comprehend?
Clone Wars, Yularen will always be my dog, but people change.
Your eyes are looking a little
Especially
red to
when
me,
money
son.
and power is involved.
News in the system. MotherGoose is telling lies about our precious empire.
News in the system. I can't say
Goose, labeled as a traitor.
that. I wanted
Huffing
to say something about
rhydonium,
him
building bombs.
joining the Empire and being evil, but
Dog and Tuck have called the ISB and told them where Elijah lives.
we're sending the Death Star to his location right now. Say goodbye to your
Let's take
loved
a look.
ones.
At Goose on Narkina 5.
I'm just on the floor being shocked.
Toes free for everyone to enjoy.
Toes free. His little piggies are getting roasted.
Oh, I missed you, boys. Well, hey, I think that's everything for this episode. Thank you so much for listening. We really appreciate each and every one of you. If you want to be a part of this conversation, you can email us at animalsquadron@gmail.com. Again, that is animalsquadron@gmail.com. And if you could leave us a review wherever you're listening, that would be amazing. For the Animal Squadron, this has been MotherGoose.
And HouseDog.
And Lowtech Tuck.
Goodbye, everybody!
Adios.
Turn out the lights.